Yeah.
Okay, and we are live once again with Mega Chad, Cats, and we are joined by a newcomer, Vamps. Vamps, if you don't mind just saying hi, just to have proof that so I have proof that you're here to my teacher. That's close enough.
that should be enough.
Anyway, so tonight's topic is going to be on algorithms, coding, and kind of just what any of it means in online stuff. So I definitely would like to start with YouTube, because all of us watching YouTube all the time and just kind of being familiar with it, I think we all have something to say about YouTube. And I'll start, and I will say that with algorithms in YouTube, they are dangerous because it gives, like, the program they use gives YouTube the power to censor, uncensor, and basically kind of change the dynamic of how YouTube operates. So they are a problem because of that, and I, as a YouTuber, have actually been affected by that. So I will just say right off the bat, starting with YouTube, that I have an issue with that. But and we'll go in any order you guys want to go. So I'm done. Whoever can go next can go next.
All right. I got one. The biggest issue about YouTube algorithm is the fact that it forces you to constantly upload new material every day in order for your videos to be put out, or else you're going to be suppressed.
Yeah, it's very true. And it has affected a lot of YouTubers, I would imagine, like myself.
I've heard about that a lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even this guy that I watch, I said this to these guys before we started doing this, was I know a YouTuber specifically that's affected by that, and he can increase his viewer count or his subscriber count because the algorithm just will not funnel, like, his videos don't show up for people, and you know, it basically funnels people away from his channel rather than going for the channel. So, and that's a serious problem. If you're especially trying to run a business.
Hold on.
But go ahead. Yeah.
I have something to say. So, a while ago, a YouTuber named The Spiffing Brit did an exploit. He does exploit videos, right? About, like, games and algorithms and giveaways and stuff, right? And so he was doing one on the YouTube algorithm with the shorts feature. He proved that you could literally more than quadruple your view and, like, exposure in, like, three 10-second short, like less than 10 seconds, and community post. You could get more like viewership from community posts and shorts than literally anything else.
Yeah, that's insane, man. That's freaking crazy.
Things that take no effort.
You could get more views and more stuff than actually putting effort into it. Yeah, I've seen that a lot. And as a YouTuber content creator myself, I do get pissed off when I see these little 10-second clips, or even just these ads, for example, that get so much traffic and it just makes no sense. And it pisses me off because as a content creator, I think I make some pretty good content for my YTPs, and these are live streams are pretty fun. And I mean, YouTube really does rob a lot of people of their reward, especially as I think streamers are affected by that too. Oh, my stock is clipping into my arm like that. Anyway, what about you, Vamps? I mean, do you know anybody specifically that's affected by kind of YouTube's BS? Or any examples?
I don't know anyone in particular, but I will say whatever algorithms they are using for their ads is the worst.
It's horrible. Yeah, absolutely.
I hate the ads in general. That's why I use an ad blocker.
Yes.
They don't work all the time, unfortunately, anymore.
Yeah, sometimes I get, like, pop-up ads.
On YouTube or just on websites?
On YouTube.
Oh, really? Because I still don't get ads online.
It's occasional, and I think it's because the ad blocker didn't properly load in, but I could be wrong.
That could make sense.
So that's a whole different conversation, but there's a way that ads have been getting in to YouTube, Twitch, and a couple other places. I can't remember them all off the top of my head. that can get around ad blockers, because what most ad blockers do is DNS blocking. But if you're sending the ad through the same media as the video that you're going to be watching, you can't block it without blocking the video.
Oh, yeah.
But no, the way that the ad algorithm works, if you are not logged in, you can go down a really interesting rabbit hole from no.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, I've seen like the jokes about that. I've seen stuff
No,
about that.
It's real.
Yeah, I know it's real. I know it's real.
And even when you are logged in, you get so many like fake Chinese mobile games.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the amount of Chinese game ads I've seen has been quite crazy.
Because whatever algorithm that the ads is using to censor ads or block ads or deny ads from playing doesn't work.
Right. It's just flat out broken. Well, and it's beyond, you're talking about YouTube ads, right?
Yeah.
And doesn't it go beyond that, though? Like with a lot of other websites?
That goes well beyond that.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious, which ones do you know? Just for the sake of argument? Or any other example that you have? Give me a shot.
Well, I use AdBlock Plus as an extension from Google, which works extremely well. Like, I don't think in like the last week, I've seen maybe one ad.
Yeah.
No, but like, I'll turn off my ad blocker sometimes just so I can see the craziness when I see my ad blockers block like 800 ads in one page.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, what is it blocking? Turn it off, refresh the page just to see what's
All of the things.
I know, yeah, you have to literally just do all of it, yeah, take it all off, yeah.
Now, okay, so ad algorithm.
Which
I don't
is
believe you.
horrible for ads.
Yeah, I don't believe you finished what you were trying to say.
Huh?
Are you done?
Me?
I'm
Bam.
done.
Oh.
Oh, he's done.
I'm
Okay,
done
cool.
enough.
I thought you were talking to me.
No,
okay.
no.
Well, as I said before, I know YouTube, there are, well, even just the way ads are controlled, I'm not dying by another grenade, not happening. Just the way ads are distributed and control, I know it goes far beyond YouTube. I don't really know many examples off the top of my head, but, oh, there's a guy behind me, sick.
A lot of it has to do with Google AdSource, which AdSense, which a lot of websites use.
Switch them off.
Right.
And that system just doesn't work all the time.
No, not at all. Which is unfortunate. What was I gonna say? But yeah, no, but I mean, okay, we'll kind of switch gears a little bit. You know, I know we all have something to say about social media. This kind of last time. What about what about any of the algorithms on social media, folks? What do we say about those? I mean, because obviously when you're on Facebook, you know, you have a feed, and you get advertised things, you get shown different whatever the element may be, just kind of in the feed. I'm assuming, you know, all you have something to say about that, just how the way you see stuff on Facebook, how that all goes, yeah?
Well, I don't think I do very much because I don't really use social media unless you count Reddit memes as a social media.
No. Reddit's still like a forum, though. I mean, they have algorithms in Reddit too. I mean, it's different. I think it's a little different than Facebook, I'd argue, but it still recommends forums that you want to see. Yeah.
Either way, I ignore those anyway.
Based off of your interests and what you follow and what Reddits you follow, yes.
Yeah, but that's not super invasive, so I don't think I have any much to say about this.
No. All right. But Facebook. Cats, I am just curious. I know you have issues with Facebook and social media, and I know, but don't think privacy. Think more along the lines of how it's saturated with a bunch of information that people see. What do you have to say about that, if you have?
Half of the information you find is false. The other quarter is all BS that has been overinflated. And the final quarter is stuff that you can't trust. basically social media is a conduit for people to spread their interpretation of information.
Right.
And so many people are spreading so much information about so many different things that you can't tell what's true or not.
Right. And there's definitely politics in it, I would say.
Yeah, there is.
Like, I mean, especially...
It can certainly be used for politics.
Oh, no, there is no, certainly, definitely. I mean, sorry, there is no if. It is being used for politics. Social media
Twitter.
is... Yeah, social media is a political, just, opportunity to be manipulated, in my opinion. Which has before. I mean, you know, like, with Facebook and, like, Twitter, you know, people who were, for example, Trump supporters, were getting flagged for a number of reasons. I remember that happening, like, 2 years ago, something like that. But, see, what frightens me about, like, social media, especially, like, with the algorithms that they kind of have programmed into it, is censorship. I think censorship is a huge problem with social media, and that's controlled by big tech, because they're the ones who made stuff like Twitter. What am I going to say here? I'm assuming we know... Do we know any examples, people, of Twitter, like just arguments on Twitter of the kind of based around this reasoning argument that we're talking about? And I'm asking more Cats and Vamps, because I know you've been getting every time.
My interaction with social media is a Facebook account that was deleted 6 years ago.
Jeez.
We got you loud and clear.
Reddit.
Oh, yeah?
All systems are operational.
Yeah, that's about mine, except I don't have a Facebook account.
And why
I never
I'm
have.
just curious, why'd you lose those accounts?
ISR is back online.
Oh no, I physically deleted my Facebook
Oh, you
account
physically.
itself.
You now have
They've lost.
Because I hadn't used it since 2012, other than updating my college status, and I was just like, I don't really use this, so I don't need it.
Right.
And it's gone.
Now, but okay. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
And then I saw all the privacy bullshit, and I was like, not dealing with that. No.
Oculus Rift, baby.
Oh, I hate that thing where it always has to be connected to social media. Although
Windex, baby.
yeah, that's
Wait, Windex? I heard Windex.
Index.
power and
Oh,
I heard
Windex,
Windex.
baby.
I'm
Clean
like,
the windows.
baby.
I'm like, when did Windex, a window cleaning company, have
Cleaning
stake
product,
in the
baby.
Oculus Rift?
Yeah. Oh, Windex, man.
Hello?
Windex has their hands
Hello?
everywhere.
No, hello. I am the CEO of Windex, and I have now bought the Oculus Rift. Now, whenever you use this, you will see ads for Windex.
You know, that would honestly be better than Facebook.
It would be for some reason.
It's because it's a joke. It's funny.
But there's also sad irony in there.
Yeah. I'm sure Windex pays out the nose for ads in different areas anyway. Even just on television, the amount of time slots they pay for ads is probably quite huge. Okay. Like how my minigun does absolutely nothing to these guys, like when it'd be shredding them. What was I gonna say? Trying to think of my thought here. But okay, I'll go to an example that I posted in our Discord that was for class. So I know Cats did a little bit of this, but so there's this video or podcast that we did where it was about this guy who went on YouTube, and it was and anyway, he spent so much time online and he found all these communities and everything, and that was, I'm pretty sure I'm talking about the right video. That was like, you know how a shut-in would find that is like kind of like their home, where it's like their community because they're on it so much and they just, you know, they feel normal there. And but the whole point is the guy spent so much time there that it like changed his life, you know. And I gotta be honest, I'm trying to figure out where I'm going with this, what I just said. I'm so distracted by about to get hit by that hind. But anyway, you know, it's... Oh, and actually, I remember what it was. The algorithms when you're watching videos on YouTube, it always recommends you the videos, the next one to watch, and it caused like an addiction for it, you know. And I want to ask you guys this, like, especially with YouTube videos, is, you know, I know just like any other product, you want people to watch your product, you know, drink your product, kind of like soda, like you want people to drink your soda. Is there a problem with how videos are recommended on YouTube? And is there some kind of agenda with that? It's kind of a broad question to you guys.
Yes, there is a main problem right now.
Okay, what is it?
This might get a little inappropriate, but
Yeah, there you go. Disable autoplay. Hey, Jared. Good to have you
on
with us.
YouTube, there were I was watching clips of anime, and the YouTube algorithm saw that I liked watching clips of anime.
Right.
And so it started giving me clips of hentai.
Yeah, which I don't know if I'm gonna explain this right now to my teacher. Hentai is Japanese, it's anime porn. But keep going.
It is. And first of all, that shouldn't be allowed on YouTube.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't.
Second of all, the algorithm saw that I liked watching a specific type of media and decided, oh hey, he likes watching just anime and cartoons and stuff. Let's get him to the adult section now.
Right. And that's very dangerous because those algorithms influence people's decisions. Yeah, I could give several examples of me watching a movie or something, or even just clips on YouTube, and it always is trying to tell me, hey, go check this out next. And a lot of it's weird or it's inappropriate, like in Caps' case. And it's dangerous because they influence, especially with young children, those algorithms influence these people, you know, into these corners, into these realms of like a television show or something that's not good for them, and it can cause problems. But go ahead, Cats. Sorry.
Well, what the problem is like people have found ways to skirt around the algorithm, both in good and bad ways. Like the reason that type of stuff was on was because they didn't ever say, "Oh, hey, this is from a," you know.
Yeah, I mean,
and they titled the video in a way to make it seem like, "Oh, hey, it's a harmless romance thing," because like first of all, even though the only way I knew it was from a, you know, was I was like, I looked up the name and I'm like, how did that get on
YouTube?
Yeah, and after that I deleted it from my search history because I was disgusted. And second of all,
I don't blame you.
Second of all, they have manipulated the algorithm where they don't show any of the naughty parts. Like they show like, oh, this is just a harmless anime, and then when someone goes deeper into looking at what it is,
it's horrible. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen those examples before because me and you both watch anime. I'm sure we've been recommended the same garbage.
Yeah.
And it's
also autoplay. Autoplay has not done me any favors sometime.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead, man.
Have you ever tried just using YouTube to listen to music videos?
That's what I do constantly now when I'm working on.
Have you used any of the YouTube playlists?
Yes.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yes, I have.
Hey, Bobby. Yes, it is. Tonight's topic is algorithms. But continue, Vance.
Have you ever just picked a song and let YouTube play for 12 hours, see where you end up?
No.
I have not.
Have you started on Tropical House EDM and ended up on a lollycore?
Wow.
What?
What?
I mean, I'm sure it happens, but I can't say I've ever been there. I don't listen to YouTube playlists that long, though.
Okay,
I think so. This isn't any of the YouTube playlist mixes. Okay, go. When you just let autoplay continue playing and let it just pick a song for you next.
No, because I don't trust autoplay. Second of all, what the heck is lollycore?
Are you talking about lollycore, like the naughty stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what he's talking about. You don't need to know. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Don't worry about it, cats. If you don't know what it is, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
Yeah, I think I'll not worry about it as well.
I've never heard that term before today.
It's,
Don't worry about it.
then.
Continue to primary objective. We need
Don't worry about
When,
it.
when
didn't hear
Steam,
anything.
Yeah.
on that note, when
Twitter
Steam,
account recorded.
on that note, when Steam is preventing you from logging in because apparently you misspelled your password 6 times and it's locked you out.
Oh, I hate that.
No, actually, that's a safety feature.
I know. It's like there have been too many login failures from your network, and I'm
No,
just
that's-
like,
So
that
that's
is a
actually
safety feature.
that's actually a really good safety feature because
Yeah, but it's annoying.
what they're doing is they're making sure that your account is safe. Because if someone's trying to brute force your password, then
I literally just changed my password because I had forgotten it. Because I usually have mine on just remember my password.
And I'm just gonna interrupt both of you guys. This
So-
is a really cool skybox here.
It
Anyway,
is.
go on.
Like I was trying to check a purchase I just did today, but I completely forgot my password because it needed me to log into a different web page. So I changed my password, and I changed it to a password that I use a lot, and well, I use it a lot as a base. I manipulate it for a bunch of different, so it's never the same. You get what I'm saying.
This is the result of Biden's America. Oh yeah, totally.
Let's just say when I'm spelling this password out, I've gotten so ingrained. Sometimes I just speed type it, and a certain letter or two will get in that's not meant to be in there.
There you go.
The usual.
The usual. So I did that 6 times, and now I'm logged out.
Oh, it's Steve.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to get back in because I need to check a purchase because I looked up something earlier, and I believe I'm right, Bamps. But
Right about what?
pre-order bonus stuff.
Oh yeah, and that's a whole other issue, but it's not on the topic of algorithms, unfortunately.
True. Sorry, I got us a little bit off topic.
That's fine.
I'm frustrated.
But no, you know what though? You know what though? Algorithms are in gaming. Obviously.
It is actually in game.
You know, and like the way loot crates. Loot crates is a huge problem.
Don't
With
get me
the
started on Overwatch.
I don't think that's an algorithm, isn't it?
Well,
It
I mean,
is.
no, no,
It is, actually.
it is because it's randomly generated garbage.
Well, yeah, but that's not an
no,
algorithm.
It is all RNG is based on an algorithm because
Yeah.
it needs an algorithm pattern to determine the randomness generated.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
the end result is random, but it uses an algorithm to get to the random part.
Yep.
Wow.
And that
I hate
breaks
it even more
that
now.
breaks loot boxes because you know how, like, for example, you know how you play like Battlefront 2 cats and you get all the garbage loot crates?
I've
Yeah.
never played Battlefront 2.
Okay, well anyway, or any game that any of you have played, I'm sure Vamps can Vamps have
Oh,
played.
okay,
It's a
okay,
new
wait,
And
wait,
it's,
wait.
you always get crap.
I got one. I used to play a lot of Overwatch. I still play a little bit of it for friends.
Yeah.
And when it was the big hot topic thing, I spent $150 on loot boxes over my time playing that game.
Right.
And let's just say the amount of yellows that I got in a proportion to the amount of money I spent is a lot less satisfying than what I would
You
than what I
actually
would have expected.
got, yeah.
And then I've got another one. One of my favorite iPhone games, Fate
Oh,
Grand
hang on.
Order.
Sorry. Before you continue, Cats, I just want to make this clear for my teacher. This matters, Professor, because what'll happen is this will get people addicted into gambling, and this also breaks a product that you pay for. But keep going, Cats.
So one of my favorite games of all time is Fate Grand Order. It's a gacha game, so that means it's a gambling game.
Right.
One of my friends had saved up 1,000 of the in-game currency.
Oh, holy
And-
crap! Jeez, that's a lot.
Yeah, he saved up 1,000, which is over. So 1,000 divided by 30. Someone give me 1,000 divided by 30.
That's like 333.33333.
That's exactly what it is.
So he rolled 333 times to get a single character, and he missed 333 times.
What were the chances?
1%.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Man. That's
And what makes it even funnier,
borderline unfair.
I got 2 copies of her. I got her twice within only 60.
wow. Well, it's like this. It's like this in Battlefront 2. This is why, and also I'm gonna say this too, Professor. This is why it matters too, because like this leads to lawsuits. EA was almost about to get sued over it, and they actually had foreign governments investigating Electronic Arts over this practice and over their algorithms. So it's a big deal, and it has real world and economical consequence. But in Battlefront 2, man, I always got crap. The chances of getting a good like rare drop was I don't even know. Yeah, they did. I remember reading the British government was investigating EA over their loot box stuff, Bobby. But anyway, the chances.
No, I got you even better.
Well,
They
let me
called
finish.
them surprise.
Yeah, let me finish. So the chances of getting like a rare, like a blue or something, I forget how the color tiers work, but blue was kind of medium to good. It was, like what, like 30%, 35%, because game just came out, so they're trying to give higher chances, even though it's kind of low in my opinion. And I remember rolling 10 times, and I only got 1 crate that had anything blue in it. I didn't use my own money. I just used whatever I got for the matches I played. And it sucked. So 40 times, you're only 40 rolls. You're only getting 4. You're only getting 4 good items. It sucked. I hated it. But what's your example, Cats?
So we're talking about the bad portions of this type of algorithm in gaming that sucks up real money. But there's also times when this algorithm is used as a core gameplay mechanic to great success.
Randomly generate bosses or enemies in some cases.
Yeah, the looter shooter franchise.
Yeah.
Where it does random generation based on an algorithm in order to see if you beat him
That's
this
not
number
what I
of
meant
times.
to do. Sorry, guys.
Oh, that's okay.
Like
the algorithm decides, you have a 2% chance of this enemy dropping this weapon.
Right.
And unlike loot boxes, which is a predatory thing, this is a fun. It's fun in this case because it's always there. You have unlimited chain. It's part of the game.
A core like.
You don't have to pay money for it. And you have unlimited shots. You understand, this guy has around a 2% chance of dropping the thing I need. So I'm just going to farm him for 3 hours to see if I get him. And if I don't, I'll come back tomorrow and do it again.
Right.
And do it again. I have unlimited shots.
And that's not exactly limited to looter shooters either. That's also in MMOs.
Oh, MMOs, the chance of a specific loot drop that you want. Like, those are just core gameplay mechanics that make the game more fun and enjoyable.
Yeah, I mean, they're
utilizing it right.
Yeah, and you don't, and for a game like isn't Final Fantasy, like the Final Fantasy games, aren't they some of them randomly generated in some areas?
Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 14 is randomly generated, and that's required because again, you need to. With a world like that's so big, if used correctly, you're gonna run into stuff you haven't run into before, and you're gonna get stuff that you've never seen before. Which, I mean, I would argue it works less than it should, but that's just my opinion on it. I don't know. I don't play FF14 as much as you guys do, so. And that's a subscription. That's $15 a month, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
if you pay for multiple months, it goes down.
okay, well, but I'm talking the monthly fee is 15, which is true. So.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's 15 per month. And let's hold on, and let's just kind of think about this. If you're paying 15 a month, you're paying $15 for the chance to unlock, in a way, more content. And if you're getting screwed out of every month, you could be wasting hundreds of dollars on this thing. Some, even thousands, depending on the game. Like especially mobile games. That I remember reading or watching this thing on a talk show. Jack Black's son spent $2,000, $2,000 on a mobile game, and he got like nothing. It was crazy. But sorry, Kat, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say within Final Fantasy XIV, that's a perfect example because there's rare loot in this case, known as a mount, which is a item that you use to travel on. Well, in order to get some of these mounts, you got to defeat hard bosses, and these mounts have low drop rates. Well, what the Final Fantasy community game directors have done is when it's brand new, the drop rate is incredibly rare to signify, oh hey, you're still learning this. You can continuously go at it. It's the brand new thing. You're going to want to go at it multiple times.
Yeah.
But then as it becomes older, the drop rate for that item increases. Like Vamps. What was Emerald Weapon's drop rate before and after it was new content?
I can't remember the exact numbers off the top of my head. But every patch after a trial has been released, the drop rate increases by 10% of whatever it was before.
Yeah, but it'll never go up to 100.
No, 10% of its previous drop rate.
Oh yeah, so like if it's 2, it would be 2% of 2.
We have a newcomer in the thing, and I bought this off Steam, Gangly Sword. This is just streamed from my computer. I bought this on Steam. Welcome to the channel. But anyway, don't let me interrupt your thought, Cats.
So like, sorry, I sort of forgot. So like it would be 2% of 2, but like
So
like
The
2%.
drop rates? Yeah, the drop rates are generally abysmally low, somewhere in the area of 0.5% to 1%, and then they slowly increased over time.
But that's also what makes it fun because you're going in with a group of friends and you all understand, hey, this thing has a low drop rate, but it also has, like for example, the newest one is called Diamond Weapon. Sure, you're going in for the incredibly rare 1% mount drop, but it's got some of the best weapons in the game. So you're also going in there for them, and hey, a weapon drop is guaranteed every time.
Yeah. Yeah, and just side note, Gangly, this game, the online is still it's still available, but I don't know how many people play this on multiplayer anymore. It's quite old, so I'm glad I have a. Oh, you know what's funny? They used the camera off model from God of War. But okay, let me ask you guys this: did you guys play Final Fantasy? Do you consider what you get fair for what you're paying for?
Yes.
What say you, Vamps?
Yes.
Yes? So, in your mind...
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm sorry for interrupting.
You're good.
This has to be said. Final Fantasy has two core mechanics, basically. You have the algorithm side of the high-end rating, which is where you'll get that 1% mount drop, or that guaranteed weapon that you're fighting with 7 other people to, because in order to get these weapons and loots, you got to roll on a table of 1 to 99. So there's an algorithm in that as well. So like that's one aspect.
Technically, it's 0 to 99 because you can actually roll a 0 on a greed or a need roll. It's just incredibly rare.
True. And you have that portion, but then you also have the other portion that I enjoy a lot more, which is the world building and the story of the game itself. Because like not everyone's going to go out of their way to go for those rare items. Some people just want to hang out in there, just play for the story.
Right.
So because there's multiple. Yeah, design your own player house, level up crafters, become a millionaire.
Right.
Yeah, there's just so many things in that game that are not algorithm based that just provide me with more than what my money's worth. I'm happy to pay $15 a month and $40 every 2 to 3 years for a game expansion, for a game that has that has a dev team that is very rare, that cares about its community, cares about the game state it's in and listens to their community. So, because of those factors, I believe that outside of algorithms, I get much more than what I'm actually paying for.
Right. And that's important, you know, and I think this is a very relevant thing to talk about because gaming has become this huge, I mean, not only an economic powerhouse in a degree, but it is also
like the biggest media industry like in the world.
No, it's not. It's not yet. It's not. Television is still higher.
Yeah, television is higher, I would assume. But regardless, there's still money going into the product, and it's very relevant because, you know, as computers advance, and like if we're in this case, like as graphics and technology becomes more and more advanced, you're gonna get bigger game worlds. It's gonna be. It takes more time to make games these days. Although some developers are just lazy, but games are expensive. Like now, the PlayStation 5 base price for a game is now $70.
Really? When did they change that?
It's I'm pretty sure it's 70 for a lot of them. I don't know if it's officially changed yet because I remember I've seen some things that are 60, but I've seen a lot of games that are 70 now.
Oh, for average game price?
Yeah, average game price for the PlayStation 5 and the Series X, I think it's gonna. Yeah, it's $70.
For consoles, it is moving to $70.
Yeah, it's insane.
For PC, it is still generally sitting around 60.
So that's just making it easier to switch to PC.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, it's a problem. And it's kind of a little off topic, but it's related to games and algorithms because when people buy these games, they are kind of being subjected to these programs. But anyway, yeah, it's gonna keep going up. The price will keep going up for games, especially as hardware becomes more powerful.
I got something on this. All right. So we're just talking about game prices, right?
Right.
Overwatch, a game that I played, and I have announced that I have spent over $150 on loot boxes. Before I spent $150 on random chance gear, I first of all had to pay $60 to get into the game.
Yeah, new games are 70. That's what I was just talking about, Bobby. But keep going.
I had to pay $60 in order to play a game, and then they had the audacity to be like, "Oh, hey, pay some more money for this stuff. It's random, but hey, it'll make you look cool."
Isn't that just how cosmetics work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are all cosmetics are
But
most...
like here's the thing. What I don't like about loot boxes is if I want the item, I want to just buy it. I do not want to buy a chance to get the item.
Yeah, a chance
thing.
that goes right back into just algorithms screwing you over as a consumer, which I hate. Well, and you have to think of it like this, guys. For game companies, the chances always be rigged against you. Okay, it's almost like playing poker. Well, it's like playing poker at your local casino. Everything
the house
is against
always
you.
wins.
The house always wins, and game companies they'll be smart about it. They'll always try their hardest to make it to where you have to spend more money. You know, and that and the meat is in the algorithms how they make it. That's how they can be smart because then it's like let's say big tech or Facebook did an algorithm thing where it's like, hey, you can now have the chance to get whatever, either in-game stuff or like an app on Facebook like Farmville or something physical. That could become a huge problem because they'll rig those algorithms against people so they don't get anything, which is illegal, but it's a term that there's a lot of loopholes in. So economically, it's a problem. Man, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If your head hit this plane, oh my gosh, he got in my way. If your head hits that plane, going, dropping down like that, you are going to probably die. You're literally.
Bobby says another good example is arcade games back in the day, like fighting games. They made the AI very difficult just so you spend more money.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, but hey, that is that is more understandable and acceptable because you weren't paying You weren't paying $60 per attempt. You were paying a quarter.
Yeah, but I mean, if used, but it could become a problem because if somebody, you know, just like how algorithm, like the gambling ones, can get you addicted, they get people addicted. So and now I agree though with cats. Like I don't really have much of a problem paying like, you know, whatever, 4 quarters for an arcade game and getting, you know, 4 minutes of fun. That is a different thing, but it's still, that still fits within our little argument here because people can get it causes addiction and it can literally rob people of their money. So that I could see that being a good example.
Also in the case of fighting games, because they were hard, it created a culture of, hey, if you beat these hard AI, then you're good at the game.
Yeah. As long as you weren't being like screwed over, but yeah.
Okay, here's a completely different industry for you guys.
All right.
Ooh.
Have you ever noticed when grocery stores just stop stocking something that you actually enjoy, like say drinks?
Right.
I have heard of that.
I know where you're going
go
with
on.
this, but yeah.
I've never heard of that before. What?
So, my local Walmart has stopped stocking a couple drinks that I actually really enjoy every now and then. About a year ago.
Like what?
It was a root beer and a cream soda.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that
Root
actually
beer and
sounds
a
very
cream
good.
soda.
Dude, don't diss cream soda. Cream soda is good.
No, it was a root beer and a cream soda by the same brand in a glass bottle.
Oh,
It
that
was
sounds really good.
really good.
Interesting.
But my local Walmart stopped stocking it. The closest Walmart that does stock it in store is about an hour south of me.
We have to find the president.
And the reason you'll start seeing grocery stores and stores stop stocking things isn't because they can't get it in stock.
Because they want more demand for it, right?
It's because people aren't buying it. So they'll see that they have this stock and it's just sitting there for so long, and it takes so long to go through and actually, you know, be purchased and moved, that it's just taking up inventory space that they could have for a different product.
Right.
So
That
they'll
more
stop
people want.
stocking that product and start stocking other products, which is technically good for the company because now they're able to move more product instead of having inventory space being wasted.
Right.
But for the consumers that actually wanted the products that are no longer being stocked, it's a problem.
Yeah, and that could be a two-way street though, because you know, yes, you could be saving inventory space stocking different products, but if those products aren't being sold, then you have a cycle here.
Yeah.
Or basically, you know, inventory space gets wasted again, then people are not buying.
And that's what you see. And that's what you see grocery stores doing all the time.
Yeah.
Is they're always
Hey, gang.
checking how quickly their inventory moves and changing their inventory
Just
based
suit
off
trends.
what's moving to keep the inventory moving. They don't want to have the inventory stuck in their store.
And that's sort of an algorithm by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, gang. I've been playing the entire time. This is actually funny enough. You actually joined in on a school stream. This will be for my class. And we are. Hey, if you want to join the STG crew, oh my gosh, grenade. Yeah,
Or
there's
as I
the
like
link,
to say, the ST crew.
the ST crew. You both change. You can interchange them. There's a link in the description, and I'd love your subscription, man, and to keep coming back because we are we do these every night. We do streams every night, and we have we have quite an exciting lineup going on. We're gonna do Ratchet and Clank here pretty soon in preparation for a Rift Apart as I have a PlayStation 5. But
But
anyway,
we're first gonna, me and Fruitcake are going to be racing through Call of Duty Black Ops.
yes, that'll be first, and then we're gonna do the Ratchet and Clank games. So love to have you for that, my friend.
Yo, Vamps, I actually got a question. Would you be down for Command & Conquer Generals gameplay?
I don't actually have generals.
You should just play it. Quite frankly, after this, I'm actually interested in doing like an hour of that. Not like off stream, but I could stream it. I don't really care.
You know, I don't actually have generals.
You know what sucks right now? Steam is still locking my account. Like, I waited like 20 minutes.
Oh,
It's
look,
like,
nobody learns
hey,
here.
it's
Hey,
still on.
Can't join the Discord. Okay,
yeah.
hey, okay, before we enter, I'll make sure you have a link, so I won't just cut it.
He's in the Discord.
No, not nobody, the gang guy. Can anybody send him a link? And post it in the somewhere live chat? I don't know if live chat works.
Yeah, sure. I think I can make that work. Let's see.
Yeah, join the
here.
VC, man. Love to have you here.
Copy that.
Macaron
And
just shoots right in
then
the face.
you there. There we go.
Alright, so are we switching over to Command and Conquer?
No, we still got 15 minutes to keep it academic, folks.
Oh, okay.
And I like how I'm saying that when this guy's about to get shot right in the face. Anyway, okay. So, I didn't even realize that. Vamps. That, I realized it, but now that you bring it up again, I see it. I can remember more examples than what I would, just see at Walmart. And it is true, and I quite frankly, I would tie that to algorithms, because even though it's not a digital.
It's not a digital algorithm.
Yeah, but
at the same time,
functions the same.
No.
By the way,
it can be an actual digital algorithm if they're using an inventory management system.
Right.
We have Gangly asking if you can join the call.
Hey, gang, could you do me a favor? Could you wait 15 minutes? We're almost done with the school stream. And then, yeah, I will totally let you be in the call, man. If that's fine with you. I just want to get this finished up here because we're on a good conversation, and we'll have you in here. All right, cool stuff. So, yeah, well, I was going to say the principle's kind of the same, though, yeah?
Yeah.
Where literally you're having a system in place.
We can use the river to get in close.
Perfect. Okay, cool. Where you have a system in place where it's still moving pieces around. In this case, inventory. It could be moving product. It could be moving whatever else, salespersons. And that's how algorithms in the digital realm work. Is they're supposed to be able to change the environment to a degree, and they're supposed to funnel resources into different sectors to make it function well. It's just like that's why random generators in games do it, because they're trying to get new product in a sense at the front instead of just always in the back. Just like in a grocery store where you want the product that sells in the front right by the registers, then all the way in the back warehouse. Which can be good and bad. I think Kat's raised a very excellent point where, it can, both Cats and Vamps were, and Final Fantasy, both of you said that, you feel you are getting your money's worth while you are, while you're playing the game. And so there's times where it works, and then there's times where I'm kind of talking about where people, again, you have numerous examples where people pay hundreds of dollars, sometimes thousands, and I'll answer your question in a minute, gang, where people do waste money, and this guy, bro, you're kidding me, right? Did people just see that? This guy should have saw me, but anyway, nope. People, it has the exploitation of people wasting money. I'm gonna die. It's all right.
Don't you dare die. Don't you dare die.
Last checkpoint. I'm sorry I was talking, but the good is it is able to shuffle stuff around where and it works and it keeps experiences fresh that you pay for. On the bad side, yeah, it has the ability to be addicting and to exploit people's wallets. Oh, and personal information, I would argue, in a lot of cases, especially because, the information that I don't know how they spotted me last time. The information that we have on these servers, like, video games use servers to, and what a server is, Professor, is like basically a kind of a hub. It is a network where people play games. Like, you can host many things on a server, and that's what like games like this use. And yeah, I mean your information's on it. It's not really related to necessarily the algorithm, but it's still part of the atmosphere. I just wasted him, and so on and so forth. The class I'm doing this for, gang, is for my college class. It's called Digital Humanities. The whole concept of the class is to basically kind of discuss the digital realm, including Facebook, Twitter, the politics of it, and just kind of what consumers experience in this atmosphere. Okay. Wait, hold on. Were you supposed to shoot? I guess so. I just did. I got him. But yeah, I was very fortunate to have my teacher let me do this. Because she's pretty cool. Hold your fire.
I'll be right back.
Doing a stealth mission while trying to talk about this, though, is not easy. Because I'm so prone to wanting to go forward and waste everybody and not hide, but I have to, like, focus on that and the thing. But, so for the last 10 minutes, the question I want to ask, because Chad, you're still there, right?
What?
Okay, yeah. So the question I want to ask Chad and Vamps is if you're going to... What would be your perfect algorithm? One that is, you know, one that you think that you would create, you could not sell but use in a product or a space, and what would that space be? It's kind of a complex question, but I'd be curious to know your answers on that.
So, what would that? Okay, so if I were to create an algorithm, how would it work, and what would the space it be used on be?
Yeah, okay. What product would you use that algorithm in? What could you see yourself making? You know, and using that algorithm in, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like, for example, COD and COD multiplayer online, they use algorithms to, you know, like, make sure the game functions. I'm asking you what you would do.
Clear.
I'm assuming you would create a game. Maybe.
Yeah, probably. I think out of all the options, like, an RNG algorithm is the most benign and probably the most useful. I wouldn't say useful, but like the most worth the consumer's time.
Okay. Okay, and what say you, Vamps, if you're finished, Jed? What would you do? If you have an answer.
So it's actually one that I've been slowly working on right now.
Oh.
For a while, actually. It is a smart home. It is a machine learning smart home.
Oh, okay, interesting.
To basically support your everyday life.
Okay, and how does that work?
So it learns your patterns, it learns your habits, and it starts to do things for you to support those.
Okay. Okay, but things like what? How specific? What is it? What tasks are you talking about? You say support.
Everyday life.
Everyday life. So, but just be specific, just for argument here.
Okay. Let's go. Specific arguments.
Yeah.
It will help. It will help you wake up in the morning if you have issues. Say you have issues waking up.
I'm back.
Like you sleep through alarms. Issues waking up.
Wait, what's this now?
It will start turning on lights, flashing lights, opening the windows, opening the blinds, getting louder to try and help you wake up in the morning. Say, whenever you come home from, every time you come home from work, when we're back in a society when everyone's not working from home, you first go to your computer, do some stuff on your computer, and then go make dinner. As you're approaching the house, it'll turn your computer on and get you logged in, so that all you have to do is walk up to your computer, start doing whatever you want to do.
Cool. And also, it's all right, gang. Yeah, no worries, man. We'll be on tomorrow night, so if you want to join, I'm sorry to not have you on this time, but next time, dude, we're on. Yeah, tomorrow. Come join in. But keep going, Vamps.
Unlock your door as you're walking up to it because it knows that you're the one walking up to the door. And opens it up if you have, say, your hands are full of groceries.
Right.
It'll unlock the door and open it up for you so that you can just walk right in, deposit your groceries, go back and get any more that you may or may not have left in your car.
Okay.
Open your garage door as you're pulling up to the garage.
And would you have this? Would you have it go farther than that? Like than everyday tasks? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What do you? Okay. What's the future of this thing? What do you want it to really do?
Have you seen the sci-fi show Eureka?
No.
Rip. I was gonna. So in that show, they have a smart house called Sarah.
All right.
That quite literally can do everything.
Gotcha.
And that's kind of the end goal that I want to try to get to.
Okay.
It's just the home basically becomes another family member. If that makes sense.
Seems
Yeah.
weird, but I dig.
Yeah, I could see that. But what, and would it be using, like, you know, it'd be like machine, like AI learning, of course. Do you think that, what are the potential exploits if this were to be hacked? You say it learns things about you, whatever the case is. What are the problems that you see happening with this if it were
Limitless.
to be hacked?
Or at least that's what it seemed at first.
Yeah, well, I want to hear his response.
No, wait, what did Bobby say?
What? Oh no.
Here, Bobby.
Chad, no. It was
Sorry,
Chad.
Chad.
Chad say
Where's
Chad say the problems would be limitless, is what he said.
Oh, no, they definitely would be limitless.
Right.
But
And-
see, that's also part of what I'm trying to do with the design for it, is everything is local and self-contained. So it's not going out anywhere. The hacker would quite literally have to be inside your house to hack it.
Okay. And you could ensure that.
Within reason, you can mostly ensure that, yes.
Okay. But there is always that risk it could be hacked remotely, of course.
there's
Just like
always
anything
a
else. Yeah.
There's always a risk. But since the way I'm trying... So I'm following the safety protocols that you see in the water wastewater industry. And instead
I was looking somewhere else. Okay, keep going.
instead of
Dang it.
what you see in the greater IT world.
All right.
So in the greater IT world, the firewall rules are let everything through until you find a threat and block the
Yeah.
threat. In the water wastewater world, it is block everything in existence except for the specific things you want going through.
Right.
So if you're
I can
blocking
verify.
everything except for very specific channels,
I can verify this. My dad was a wastewater collections manager.
it's
For a long
harder
time.
to hack into.
Yeah, wasn't it? Because I thought the technology was a little more old school, and like water and stuff, so it's harder to try to abuse.
No.
Okay.
No, my sir, we are using very, very cutting edge equipment.
Okay.
I mean, yes, you can get to extremely basic relay level controls of equipment, but
most of it is.
Or-
But the big pieces can be hacked. I know. I get it.
we have SCADA systems, supervisory control and data acquisition.
Right.
Those systems, yes, those could be hacked, but the way we design our security for them is so specific that you would have to know exactly what you're looking for to be able to hack into them.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so then the last 2 minutes of this thing, at least the school part anyway, how comfortable, I'm going to ask, I have all you closing thoughts on this, or just a yes or no, how comfortable are we with, I'm doing this is the final thing for Chad, Vamps, and Cats, like the final
Oh
thing.
yeah, sorry I haven't said much.
we-
I'm not particularly experienced or knowledgeable on this topic.
That's fine. Are we comfortable with how companies use algorithms today, yes or no?
I'm comfortable in the sense that there's nothing really I can do about it, so it's sort of a miserable acceptance. But
Yeah.
if I had a choice, I would be up in arms.
Okay. What about you, Cats?
For me, it depends. Because
Assuming it's unjustified, I should say. Assuming it's
As-
unjustified.
as Megachad stated, I cannot control it,
Right.
but looking through it, there are things that I think are unjustified that we have to stop, but we can't.
Okay. And then finally you, Vance. What do you have to say about it? Oh,
Very, very mixed bag.
very mixed bag. Okay, I'll ask you a little bit more straightforward question. Do you think algorithms are going to be more exploited in the future? I mean, obviously, I think we all know the answer to this, but I just want to hear you say it anyway. Do you think they're going to be more exploited in the future?
Yes.
And do you think the repercussions are going to be huge?
Depending on the types of algorithms used, definitely.
Okay. And do we see any? Well, I mean, obviously we could probably know the answer to this too. But in terms of political ramifications, would you say that that politics will be more involved in it, or it'll be totally different animal that we haven't seen before in terms of it being a problem? That makes sense.
Really, personally, don't want to talk about politics of it.
Okay. Then that is fine, and that marks the conclusion of the. I'm trying to focus on this. Oh my gosh, of stream number 2. So thanks guys for being here, and yeah, Professor will be doing this again soon. So here you go. Okay. So I will edit that down. I'll do a new stream, guys. So yeah, Bobby, if you want to be in there, stay put. I'll do